I've had this YouTube channel since December 9th, 2011. It's been like 7 years, almost, well, it's actually been 6 years and some change since then. And it's crazy to me how, like, the stuff you accomplish, even though you accomplish it, you don't feel right about it for some reason. It's like it's always some other thing that might not make you feel good about your own accomplishments. It's insane to me. And I'm making this video because I'm not sad or anything. It's just something I just like generally want to talk about, really. And I just want to say that I'm thankful for the stuff I have. And it's finals week currently when I'm making this video. I'm studying for a test that I don't know if I'm ready for, but I just had like a moment of clarity. You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of nice things, not to brag or anything, but I have like some nice things that I've been gifted with. But I still feel the need to self-deprecate or always shoot them down at any point. And it's just interesting because I've always wanted to stop doing that, but I've noticed it's been a pattern for a very long time. And I just want to have like a conversation with y'all because this video is mostly for me personally, but if it helps any of you guys out, I would really like that because I like to entertain, but I also like try to have a heart-to-heart with the stuff I'm making, and get better at it because I'm a quote-unquote artist. But I've just noticed it's a pattern that I've always talked about from a certain standpoint, either joking or stuff. But I think me personally and a lot of people need to just sit back and kind of just digest all the stuff we accomplish and kind of subtract all the stuff that gets in the way of make you feel accomplished what you got. Because growing up, I was bullied as a kid, believe it or not. Being a black kid who likes Dragon Ball and likes to talk proper English, apparently you get messed with a lot. So that kind of affected me growing up. And I wasn't the most popular with the ladies. Then they used to bully me too, believe it or not. And but then when I joined like football and track, I gained a bunch of popularity. And then the same people that was bullying me became my friends. So that developed the whole idea that it's kind of me against the world, and people are going to switch up on you at any time. As soon as you like lost traction, they will switch up on you. And it didn't really help that like when I finally got my first girlfriend and I went through a whole breakup situation, and people were switching up on me, it kind of pushed the narrative that okay, I'm right. No matter what I accomplish, as soon as I slip up, everybody's going to go against me. And during that time, I made plenty of accomplishments. I made so many like touchdowns as a running back. I'm like one of the fastest out of my whole like family lineage and stuff like that. I became a varsity as a freshman, and I became district champion my senior year. But I let all the little stuff really minimize all my accomplishments because I felt like if I don't get the recognition from a certain type of girl or a certain type of my people, they really important to me. And during that time, I was also making YouTube videos. And like recently, we reached about 8 million views on this channel. But yet, for some reason, I don't really feel like it's a big deal because I keep comparing myself to other people. Or if I get that accomplishment, if it's not in the way that I want to get it, then I don't really feel like it's a big accomplishment. And it's weird, because like I should be really proud of this channel, my athletic ability, and it's just crazy to me how like sometimes I just don't feel like it's enough, and I need to keep reaching higher and higher. And granted, it's a good thing, for motivation and stuff, but you got to like sit back and relax. You can't let stuff like females or for ladies, guys get in the way of how you feel about your accomplishments. And that also kind of trickled down because like right when all that stuff was going on with me and my ex or whatever, my mom passed away. And that really demoted everything. You know what I mean? Demoted everything that I wanted to be to a big standpoint. I lost a lot of weight. I used to weigh like 170, like muscle and everything when I was playing football and track. But when I graduated, I took like a semester off because of when my mom passed away from college. I joined back in. I met a special person. She probably knows who she is. That kind of like made me want to like prove that I can be that guy again. But the main thing is it wasn't the best motivation because when I eventually, because one of my main goals was I wanted to become strong, like physically strong. I wanted to prove to myself that I'm not mentally weak, because I don't get me wrong, I've always been a person that I'm going to stand by who I believe in. That's one of the main reasons I kept my hair. It's funny how everyone's rocking dreads and stuff now. Granted, back when I was younger, everyone wanted to do it because of Lil Wayne, but I always had people either making fun of me because I always stood out in terms of like how I talked, or because I liked anime, or like just like my hairstyle, stuff like that. And one of the big motivators for me is that like my mom always backed up what I believed in. Like, if you like your hair the way it is, don't care about what people say to you. And it was just kind of like one of those things. I put a chip on my shoulder when my mom passed, that I'm going to hang on to this hair regardless of how, like, people, like, regardless of the mainstream or stuff like that. And granted, I did cut off the sides, but I wanted to do it for a reason, because I'm changing as a person. I did like I did the Saitama workout. I did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats and everything. I did this all by myself because, granted, my father, I don't talk about it that much, but he's a strong man. But when my mom passed, a lot has changed about him, and he couldn't always be there around for me. So I had to do this while my dad is working like every day to make sure that I can have a good schooling life. And I had to transform myself, and I decided to cut my hair to kind of represent that. And it's funny because I said all this to like one of my counselors, and he told me like, you just got to work hard to get there. And I did. I changed my hairstyle. I actually learned how to put on contacts. I became super strong. I've never been this strong before, but when I felt like I didn't get the recognition from her or from people that I want to impress, like look what I've done, I felt like it really didn't matter. Like, granted, I had some jokes. Like, I've actually been called a recently Black Goku, or like a bunch of other nicknames. Like even like in high school, it was called the Flash. But like somewhere deep down, I feel like if I don't get this recognition, what does it all matter? And I was still like, even though I wasn't training to come back to track, I just decided to jump in because like, what else do I have to lose? I didn't really get that much recognition regardless of my workout and everything, and everyone wants me to come back. So what the hell with it? I'll come back. I'll come back to track. And it was a hard experience, a lot of work, but I met a lot of great people. And it's interesting because it took a lot of work because I weighed about 190 something pounds, and I was trying my best to lower my weight down so I could actually run a bit. But it was weird because I just felt like, what am I doing this for? Like, I'm not going to become this track legend that everyone remembers me as when I was like 18 or 17. But I still decided to go, man. And granted, there was some arguments. Like, it was this one where like some chick was like kind of talking crap to me. And I'm always used to defending myself, like, without anyone really having my back that much. Like, granted, it can be football, but a lot of times in football, people are just defending you because you're important to the team. But I'm fast, but I'm not as fast as I used to be, or at least I'm around that ballpark. But I'm not, the college conference winner fast. I'm still high school conference winner fast. And it was just kind of weird seeing people defend me, regardless of like how much that I'm not one of the fastest guys there. And instead of me really appreciating that people have my back, regardless of what type of status I am or what type of importance I am, I still held on to the negativity of like, I felt like it was my fault that it came to that conclusion. And when conference finally came around, I didn't have my best race. I was like one like I didn't have the slowest time. I didn't lose my heat, but I hanged on to all the negatives of the situation instead of really looking at the positives. And I guess what I want to leave with, because I'm kind of giving you like an overview of what's been going on recently, is that the things I need to really be appreciative of is that even though I didn't really get the recognition or the things I wanted out of my whole journey to become stronger, faster, have to be more mentally stronger and kind of grow up, is that I just want to appreciate all the friends that are there. And appreciate all the hard work I've done on this YouTube channel. Like, I have 13,000 subscribers. And people actually care what I have to say, to the point they either talk crap or they say, man, I really appreciate your videos. I really like it. I'm just going to subscribe. And a lot of people don't get that. Like, a lot of people struggle to get any of the stuff I do. And granted, I don't always get like 50 likes or 100 likes, but I still get those. You know what I mean? And yes, I have like an Instagram and all this other stuff. It's not as popular as every other people, but I have people that really care about what I do in terms of the real world or the online world. And I just want to be appreciative of it. It's weird that I always feel the need that I need to reach extraordinary levels to feel appreciative of all my work. Because I feel like the more and more I accomplish things, if I keep going down this route, the more and more I'm going to just keep finding stuff to criticize about it and not really like it at all. And I think I just want to challenge you guys, or you ladies, whoever watching this, is that be proud of what you have regardless of the situation. Like right now, my computer is getting kind of old. The battery's fried, but it's still a really powerful computer that really helped me out. It's been around for me. This computer's been around almost my entire car's life so far. And I have this nice car, but the windshield's cracked and one of the tires keep deflating, but it's still a really nice car. And I was going through like a lot of thinking, like what I want to change about myself, like because I feel like I still need this person to like me the way I like them, or I need some people to recognize me as this big person that I want to be recognized as. So I got to change who I am. I think I have a pretty good look. I think I'm actually pretty good looking. Like, granted, I have some standpoints where I feel like I'm not, because I'm not the standard for the most handsome guy, but I feel like I have an original look. I get satisfaction of being original, but I feel like I have an original look. I'm rocking what I got. I'm a pretty strong guy. I feel like I have a good figure, and I just need to be appreciative of who I am and not always feel the need to change who I am so I can feel more accomplished, to look for validation. And I think that's what we all suffer from, you know? But I feel like if we have a discussion about it and recognize it, then we can change it. And it's not a bad thing to have this need, this motivation to keep growing, keep changing. But it's a bad thing you feel like no matter how much accomplishment you get, if you don't get this specific type of accomplishment in a specific way, then you're not going to enjoy it. Like, I want to become a big entertainer. I want to be remembered throughout the history books so I can put my mom and dad's name on the books of just being remembered throughout history. I want to be remembered like Michael Jackson or Dave Chappelle. I want to be remembered in that way before I go. But what if I actually get that, but someone said that, oh, you only got up there as being a YouTuber or an anime geek? Then I'm going to hang on to that. I feel like I didn't accomplish it in my own way. You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's a lot of times that we might accomplish the goals we always wanted, but when we don't accomplish it in a certain way, we feel like it wasn't good enough. And I want to stop doing it, and I want to challenge a lot of you guys to stop doing it. So I'm thankful for all my new friends from my college, all my old friends who stick around me, and I'm still working on forgiving the people that affected me when I was going through my mom issues and the exes and stuff like that. I'm still working on that. And I'm challenging myself to look into things that I didn't give a chance too much, like more into like my spiritual side, religious side, and stuff like that, just to help myself grow. And I want to challenge you guys to do that as well. I don't know if I'm uploading this. This is mostly just a video to myself. But I don't know. I just felt like kind of talking about it because it's been on my mind. And I'm glad you guys listened. So yeah, Terry/TJ/Black Goku, Flash, whatever you want to know me by. I'm out, man. But thank you, and I'm going to go back to studying for this test. I'm hopefully going to pass. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.